my god. Sorry.
There's been flies that have been running in front of our faces, I swear, in different parts of the venue.
Beautiful Abbotsford.
We are very
classic.
close to nature.
Yeah. This is, I think there's a legend at Tempo, actually, of Jimmy the Fly.
Jimmy the Fly.
He
Okay,
comes to every single Tempo event.
As a Washingtonian, how many Tempo events have there been where Jimmy the Fly has been present?
I don't know exactly when it started, but I know last year Jimmy the Fly was there. I know at the Arcadian a couple years ago Jimmy the Fly was there. I would have to ask. You'd have to ask somebody more seasoned than I was. Maybe when Quan comes back around, you can ask about Jimmy. But he's been a consistent attendee for a while, that's for sure.
Special guest, I see how it is.
What was I going to say before? I forgot. Oh, yeah. So, like, it's like the nature of characters like Ice Climbers where you get the super, you get like the super huge polarizing strengths, but also you get the crazy weaknesses to where you destroy some characters really bad and lose some characters really bad. But here is the anti-zoner development.
Those polar climates do not matter. Why have two hammers when you can have big hammer?
ICs for the show, DDD for the dough.
This is a penguin. They are in the cold
true,
environments
yeah.
right now, but this is the backyard brawl with these two animals fighting against each other.
I mean, one of them you might find in your backyard, one of them maybe not so much.
Maybe
but
some certain kinds of backyards in certain parts of the world you might be able to find someone.
it's cold in Canada. It's not that cold.
Yeah, but although we're talking about how like this is a different character change, this matchup still isn't really that good for
I
DDD
cannot
either.
imagine
Heavy
so.
characters, Duck Dog is very, very good at kicking you at the ledge and things like that. But you are able to have this extra weight that lets you live these situations.
True.
Duck Dog at test times where it's really hard to get kills. Like in hand, it's like sailed like 5 times, and you can get something like 180, 190 against DDD. That's probably way more.
That's like the really good options to kill. Like the up air generally, a bit stale. It's not going to kill for a while, but we do see a kill there. What I was going to say in relation to this DPD is we've seen it a little earlier in the bracket. I know that he likes to bring it out for certain matchups already, but earlier you did play against a Snake player, pretty good Snake player, brought out the DDD and kind of completely owned. So this DDD is warmed up.
Yeah, the DDD's warmed up, but you got to break this great wall of Embo.
Yeah, I mean, he's doing a decent job so far. That first stock was a little bit of a nightmare, but clawing back some good percent. Watch a character like Duck Hunt.
I do think
He's going to be able to wall out for a long time, but when DDD gets his mitts on you, you could die.
yeah, I do think it's interesting how like a lot of the times DD is known for like cross like ledge trapping things like that,
Yeah.
like Gordo and Echo things like that. I think the real big thing we saw a little bit of the Tempo doing is the edge guards.
Oh, yeah.
Duck Hunt Dog has no hitbox on the up B during the recovery.
It's quite
so being able to
slow.
get out there and press like fair or something like DD and Hug's gonna jump off the ledge right now. Yep. Just chase off and try to counter.
Great recovery, though.
I think Gordo just being sent back. That's so unfortunate.
Yeah. I can imagine there's going to be some weird interactions during this set.
Yeah, good anti-air by Dawson, able to find that to take a stock. But you're still down 123%. You still have to try to fight back and try to take a stock.
Yeah. It's a hard situation, that's for sure. I mean, like, you give it the old college try, it's going to be better than ICs, that's for sure. But, or a better matchup-wise, at least. But
even though you're heavy and it's hard for you to get hit kind of thing, you can still play like pretty patiently and things like that.
Yeah.
And there are opportunities to swing the momentum in your favor. But it all starts off with trying to get up
technically
this
have a
ledge.
reflector, like, kind
Pretty
of.
slow though.
But it's not great.
And reflecting Duck Hunt Dog stuff feels like kind of fake sometimes because of the angles they can send at, and things like the cowboy, like things like there's like a video in between. It's not going to be as easy. Okay, well, as I say that, we're going to deflect the cat.
He's
Not with
living,
any
though.
reflector, we're just going to smack it with the hammer.
Yeah, we don't need a reflector. Either of these characters can technically reflect with just by hitting the thing.
Yeah, 186% just needs 3 more can. 1 more can, because when you suck it up, you deal more damage back with the reflector, but if you get into the wall, that's going to end your
This is a
demise.
Greek tragedy of the game. This is
For sure.
crazy. It's like Shakespeare could not write poetry like that. That was crazy.
Oh, Doc Thou Love, find the ledge and the explosion.
Just when you thought DD gets betrayed enough by his Gordo, you know what?
Usually it's DD's goons that are the ones that are messing up.
Yeah, it's
The
true,
Wallabies
yeah.
all do, but whenever waddling past that ledge, you gotta get back up the stage.
It's not Kirby. It's close enough. You know what? He's still gotta
Okay, big back air.
still gotta lose in the end. It's the bad guy.
Okay,
Duck Hunt Dog, the good guy in this situation.
Here's the thing with DDD. If we get 2 more hits, there's always the jet hammer ledge trap.
It's true.
It's just the super duper reset. There's a great vision dare's not gonna kill that dare's weakness.
There's a lot of stuff this character can kill you with a ludicrous sense. That dash attack is one big thing. There are a lot of Gordo setups that do just kill you.
That dash would probably destroy Duck and Dog now I think about it.
Yeah.
How the up B interacts and things like that.
Yeah.
But Austin has to get a couple more hits, and right now,
Yeah.
trying to pass the wedge. Spot there. Yep.
And you know what? It's closer than it might have looked like it was going to be based off that first stock. Last stock in the end, like, that game is doable. You might be thinking that You get some good adjustments coming into this game. You might be able to put up more of a fight at the very least there. Might feel like sticking with it. We're going to see, though.
Yeah, I think the big adjustment you have to make, here, is am I staying Dedede or am I going to the ice climbing kind of thing? And if I do stay Dedede, I'm going to run back to stage, this is like player adjustment kind of thing, or maybe a change of scenery might help. But we're going straight back to small battlefields. So now we see the second part. Are we going to see 2 on the screen, or we're going to see 1 big penguin?
The penguin remains.
Yeah.
He is still here. He's here to play for at least a little bit more. And you know what? I really respect sticking with it, honestly. Like, at the very least, even if you do lose this game pretty bad, even if you do stick him out for the set and you end up losing, having a VOD of this matchup, if you legitimately really don't want to play this match with Ices, having a good VOD against Embo with this, like, I respect that.
It's also a best of 5 set too, so
yeah.
you would experiment a little bit. So the Big D, who's been playing this game forever, thinks I'm gonna write it out.
He's at 60.
Yeah, just trade central. When you're trading with a heavy, like that's just gonna happen naturally. But then the fair hitting Dedede and able to Dedede and hit the Gordo is so disgusting.
Both these characters already have really strange interactions with their stuff, but together this is like a cartoon. Like, this is
that's
crazy.
like a sick ledge trap. When you throw the clay pigeon at the can, it's able to levitate right at the ledge. They kind of have to get off it so they get by the pigeon, and they try to roll on stage to get by the can and things like that. These are like the setups where like everyone just feels like he has like 20 bags of tricks and goes, I'm just gonna set up, play pigeon up there. Oh, okay, so we go for the up air, but recognizing that was gonna kill him, but slightly off with the speed spots.
Yeah, I mean, in relation to the bag of tricks thing, like this character with all its weird interactions, I always love characters like this that are like their players of them have pushed all the interactions to the max and have abused them to create favorable situations.
Yeah, especially like in the year we're in, like this game's been out.
Yeah.
But okay, standard downward angle F tilt, able to hit the ledge. Good stuff by Embo taking the first stock.
1 or 2.
Okay, we're getting some standard bread and butter, trying to sharpen the up air. Yeah, Dedede, you do still have to land. Have like nair and things like that. Nothing won't directly kill, but we have to like fight back and try to knock this stuff away from that center stage positioning. That's so tough.
I mean, as soon as Duck Hunt gets back to center, it's just another, like, you have to guess right another 4 times.
Yeah, and look at this minefield. Like, if you get hit by one set play thing, and another one's already set up.
Exactly. It's never ending when you're playing Dedede.
Yeah. And, okay, this jungle, the up air is getting stale. It's not going to kill, especially with some Dedede and stuff like that. But, like, once we get closer to 160, like 170 kind of things, keep an eye on.
One must imagine King Dedede happy.
Me off the cap.
That is gross.
That is really funny. Able to extend the hitbox and it's gonna get the kill.
I was literally gonna mention earlier that like some of the interactions that Duck Hunt can do, especially on extending off the can, are pretty fun. Like I know you can at like the ledge position and use dare on it to extend the hitbox of dare and catch 2 frames and stuff like that.
Yeah,
but we see Dawson using it in his favor there.
Yeah, it's a little bit of trickery. It's like trying to find ways to seal the stocks cleverly. It's one of the main things to pick up when you play games for so long and fight wacky situations like that. But Dawson's starting to claw his way back a little bit, you know, still down an entire stock, but like 65% duck hunt dog, that's like 3 or 4 Dedede hits unless he like gets some crazy skip with like an edge guard.
And so this is the thing about Dedede for me, right? Like most heavies are really, like they can't hit characters like Duck Hunt very often, but when they hit, they're gonna kill them really early. Dedede is going to take a lot longer to kill him this grab. His moves are not so strong by themselves. The strength really comes from the ledge trapping, and he really hasn't been able to use that so far. And the range, yeah. So it's like moves like those there, that's like a Ganondorf nair there would kill, something like that.
Oh!
What even happened? I thought he was the one in the corner.
Yeah, Dedede went for the fair there to fight back against Embo, and then Embo threw can at the same time stage spike.
That makes sense, yeah. But it's like a character like Dedede, like when it comes to the super heavies, not so strong in the raw power department.
Yes.
Which is going to be a lot harder against Embo.
Minus some specific moves.
That's true, yeah. But it's like Ganondorf, for example, or like Insane or K-Rool are going to be able to kill you from center, from a scrap hit, a lot more often than a K-Rool. Especially because Dedede doesn't have a kill throw, and Gordo doesn't kill until really late.
Yeah,
so it's pretty tough.
Yeah, the rest of those heavies are like subscribed to kill peopleism, and then Dedede is
exactly.
like neutral a little bit. A little bit of honesty is still in his eyes, but not that much. Oh, okay, back to Ices.
Okay, we're back to Icy's FD. I do respect it. I mean, not giving Duck Hunt as much space with the platforms to really set up those crazy scenarios, because one thing that Duck Hunt does like against characters like these, you set up something like a gunman on the platform or put the can on the platform, you're able to hide under it and deal with the horizontal approaches, and they're too scared to approach from the top because you can just always activate that if they jump up.
Yeah, there's a little bit of like fear with like FD is a very good stage for ice climbers because you're able to get your combos without being deterred by platforms.
That's true.
But also, like zoners love FD. It's like a huge paradise. Like people can't escape the platforms in the set plays, so it's just in constant action with like either projectile going out or Vicky trying to encroach and corner off like they're playing a traditional NPC game.
Absolutely, yeah.
Ooh, nice things like that, but that Blizzard is going to get interrupted by the Clay Pigeon.
Oh my god, you can't punish that Clay Pigeon out of shield there. It's so
Everything
awkward.
about Duck Dog is crazy with those projectiles in terms of they all come out frame 1. Frame 1 can, frame 1 Clay Pigeon, both of those are great combo breakers. One sends you off with these explosions, the other one's a multi-hit, so it's able to mess around with these things.
See, and it's like, it's crazy to me that the character with 2 frame 1 combo escapes is like a low mid tier.
You have to find the kill, that's the issue.
Yeah,
these things
absolutely.
get really fast. Clay Pigeon also has a huge amount of end lag, so while it's a crazy starter, like you can get whip punished. But right now, like Vicky has the lead. He's finding a lot of joy right now.
Finds a back area.
Yeah, rising back area. I noticed one of the hammers hit the Clay Pigeon, the other one hit Duck Dog.
That is an interesting thing. I would like to see how the double hits do interact with stuff like the Clay Pigeon and the can that do take those hits. It'll be interesting to see for sure.
Work in the matchup you're going to want to keep your eyes on. We saw it a little bit there with how Nana died. Nana does not DI as a character. Yeah. A lot of Duck Hunt dog stuff, if you DI it well, you live for a very, very long time. And it kills very much early if you do no DI, which is why that would be a quick Nana. But look at the percent. What happened, Tomato? How did we end up at 121% as Duck Hunt dog?
This is the Ice Climbers differential. This character pumps out damage for a living. It is kind of ridiculous how much damage this character can do. Even with simple strings, like the up air strings, those do so much damage.
So Duck Hunt dog being able to break out the blizzard pressure is so good. Just watching that Clay Pigeon go in there.
Yeah, I was wondering about that coming into this game actually, was how frame tight the blizzard stuff is in terms of like, can I get a can or a Clay Pigeon out in between these hits?
Yeah, it's like doing the jump off ledge Clay Pigeon's like a huge commit option, but if you see a blizzard already active, it's like right off.
Yeah, true, because when the Clay Pigeon is destroyed by the blizzard, the little projectile thingies that come out of it, I imagine could screw up the timers as well. There goes Nana!
Yeah, you put a cannon between Coco and Nana is really, really hard to get through.
Yeah, that's true.
That was Coco. Dawson plays with Nana.
Yeah. I always forget that's how it is.
You gotta do it for her.
Yeah.
Wow. Dog died.
Speaking of no DI, oh my god.
That even wasn't it. That was kind of an ODI. It was interesting.
It's like 150.
Yeah. Okay.
There you go.
When you die, everything like destales. So
it's true, yeah.
Scan's gonna be able to take the kill. That's a little bit of a benefit there.
It's like you play that corner in front, or sorry, behind the can. It's really scary for Ice Climbers to start setting up any of the neutral disjoint corner pressure stuff, because the thing is, in situations like these, normally you have one climber doing a down B, one climber maybe running up, doing another down B. There's so many things you can do out of that. But with the can in front of you, you can always...
full commit. 80%.
You can always interrupt that kind of thing if you have it set in front of you.
Like they're desynced right now, but they're going to be able to get hit by the fair, so now they're going to be back together. When Ice Climbers desync, the pressure gets so insane. But when they both get hit, it's going to be fucking...
Ooh, catches the dash in, and that'll be the game. Big D looking pretty comfortable there, even with the matchup being a little skewed towards where he was incentivized to play Dedede for those first 2 games. On FD does find the game decently comfortably. Now what I'm interested in seeing is if we go to a stage that has the platforms, where Embo is able to abuse the turtling a little more efficiently, how will Big D hold up?
We're getting a long platform stage in my head.
Absolutely,
I imagine either PS2 or Town and City, and I'm assuming Town and City was the bad. When you get these large sides, it's a lot harder for you to pin Duck on dog. I like what Embo was doing at the end there, although she's like a huge 80% combo reversal kind of thing. When you play the corner, it's a lot harder for Big D to get large strings where you like carry off.
Absolutely,
like, kind of thing. Like it's usually
that's a very good point.
It's usually viewed not to be a good thing to play in the corner kind of thing because you have a way less stage. But if you're like a zoner and your entire game plan is based on like corner projectiles and things like that, when you hold corner against like a 0 to death character or a huge combo-based character, it's very, very good to take less damage from the long strings by giving up a little bit of damage.
That's honestly something I didn't think about at all. That's a super good point. That like characters like these, like you said, if like Quasi grabs you in the corner there and down throws you, you're not gonna take a 0.
Whoa, that's some scary DI.
Oh my god. He got straight out for that combo and almost paid the price.
Yeah, a little bit anti-combo DI was like trying to get out earlier, and the early finishers can be very spooky in this game.
Nice read the roll, doesn't quite find it. Bananas there to cover.
Okay, let's look at the pressure. A lot of other characters, when they hit off on the shield there, it's going to lead to the indirectly hit. But Cowboy able to like, cover with the gunman is very, very good and interrupted.
Okay, that is interesting. I was about to say, I was wondering how many icebergs it would take for the gunman to go down. If it's only 2, that means that if you see it come up, unless it's the really fast gunman, I believe you could be able to sneak
okay, let's see the edge guard. We're gonna go for an air. No, it's a time.
One climber get up attacking, one climber doing the ledge jump. That is a really interesting option, actually.
Yeah, the thing with ice time is that what I'm looking to pick up is when you go for the belay, one grabs the ledge first and then the other one goes. Yeah. As you even saw, Emma tried to kind of do the second time, which is good, but it's gonna be a little bit off. But in that situation, touching that shield against ice time with up to crash on the shield is pretty good frame data, and that's a lot of kill power.
Yeah. Boy, it is a very strong move, especially if you have both your climbers there. That F tilt tucks in a crazy angle though.
That tilt's crazy. Can goes out.
Very good can placement there. Using the back there to manipulate it, make it go the other way.
No!
And now, I mean, at this point, yeah, it's just a matter of time. It's a character like Duckman. You're gonna lose your stock. But in a pretty commanding position, honestly. Well, not commanding, sorry. That's maybe not the right word, but comfortable.
So many trades are happening right now, but I think that might be slightly in Big D's favor. When it's harder for your character to get like combo openings or like just like big openings in general, I guess, like in a matchup. Like you take everything you can.
Nana.
Insane sharking pressure to take that stock. Nana was not.
Nana's not about to air dodge those. That's for sure.
Nana air dodges everything except the things that will save her.
Yeah. Nana air dodges when she's gonna die for it off stage.
Game 5, last stock. Goodbye, Nana.
Yeah.
But this is Big D's Sopo. So
disjoints. I do like that now Sopo is out. He's just using those disjoints because you don't have to worry about, like, usually with a character with this many disjointed aerials, you don't really have to worry that much about pressing bear on shield from a pretty safe space. But
against the can!
Against ice climbers specifically, you hit one of the climber's shields and you take more shield stun. And there's more time for the other climber to go and punish you. So it's been a little scary for him. But as soon as Sopo comes out, those backers and fairs are used to great.
Do you think Big D plays tennis or pickleball? I'm just watching him flexing his hands back and things like that. It looks too rehearsed.
I was thinking about like some
oh my god.
Oh my god.
Gone. Up there. Yep. And you're stuck in that ice block prison, like just constant multi hits. Like you just wait.
You're
like,
just gone. Yeah.
The minute the glacier breaks, like an up tilt hit, you just react to it and out there.
If they time the up tilt loops right, I believe you can just completely just like as soon as they're out, you can just react.
Yes, that is correct.
Last stock now, I mean, like even with the stage, making it easier for Embo to turtle, easier in quotation marks, like we're seeing him use the can and the gunman to pull down the space. Big D isn't really too sad about letting Embo stay under that other platform and shooting the icebergs and slowly working his way in while not taking too much risk.
Yeah, in this last stock situation, I was worried about Nana's HP right now. Elbo's been able to shield a lot of this stuff, but Nana might be at like 60, 70 right now.
Now this ledge trap you have to take. Does manage to get around with the jump, but you gotta get back to center. How are you gonna do that?
You're able to be you're actually pretty decently mobile with Dunker Dog and stuff like that. It's not like something crazy like Jigsaw or Wario, but like having a little bit of that against like ice climbers and things like that. Like these effects that touch you from being on the ground with like off potato is really nice.
I like the use of the can to cover himself there, but there's only so many trades you can take.
Wait, the split. You S-smash the other way. Okay, never mind. You're better than me. You let trap.
He does get punished for the squall. They are a little split. He doesn't quite squall with it.
Opportunity. Are you good for Nana? No, Nana air dodges dead.
This is now insanely hard. Like at this point, down smash might kill on bad DI. I don't see much else really connecting at this point.
You say insanely hard. I say spot dodge, down smash, F smash.
I feel like
I've watched a lot of Big D sets. It's plausible.
I feel like against Duck Hunt though, this character can just press your disjoints forever until you get caught by something like the Gunman. That's gonna be it.
The Gunman.
That's your stock. That's your life. 3-1 for MOZ.
Yeah, I think it's like there's a whole bunch of different gunmen. Like a lot of various. I don't want to say like get the number out just to be sure kind of thing.
I think there's 5 of them.
There's definitely more. I'm pretty sure.
Is there?
Yeah, I was thinking closer to like 8.